Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic and happy Monday. I'm glad you're here. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up for 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: fear versus faith. Saw a post on Coach MD, a guy named Dr. Charles Glassman. He said, "Fear only has as much power as you give it. Faith works the same way." So today's message is based on that. It's simple, but it's not easy. Fear and faith. Which one is driving your decisions? Now, of course, we all have fear. Fear is the whisper you hear in the back of your head. Oh, what if this happens? Well, the worst case scenarios. Uh, you remember of every past failure, every stumble, every time you were told you weren't good enough. Um, it's the it's the yellow Sinestro ring uh, that runs through everybody, right? Where we all need to be a little bit more like Hal Jordan, willpower and all of that. But I think the way you're able to get away from fear and more towards that willpower is if you lean on faith. Faith also speaks to you, but it's quieter, um, and it's clearly more powerful. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. You can do this. You were made for this moment. It allows you to get past the doubt. Now, if you're a person of faith, like I try to be, um, again, feet of clay, fear's not just self. Fear's not just a lack of self belief. Fear can be a lack of faith in God. Faith in God to me is part of it anyway, is believing that there's a plan bigger than you can see. Reportedly, Mother Teresa said the easiest way to make God laugh is to say that you have a plan. You got to remember your worth doesn't just depend on the scoreboard or the outcome. Even in the struggle, even if you don't understand the why, He is still working. So, fear versus faith. They both can't drive at the same time. So, who are you giving the keys to? Fear is going to slam the brakes. It's going to second guess. It's going to reroute you to get you going away from anything uncomfortable. Growth is not possible without a little bit of discomfort. Now, faith doesn't ignore the risks, but it hits the gas anyway. It says, I'm trained, I'm prepared, but He's with me. So even if I fail, I'll learn something, right? I used to tell my players, fear's going to slow you down. It's going to make you hesitate. And if you hesitate, you're going to get beat. And life works the same way. Sometimes you're only going to get one shot to step up. And if fear is driving the bus, you're stuck. You're not going to get out of the driveway even. Fear and faith both live in your head rent free. But the one who has power is the one that you feed. So don't dwell on what could go wrong because that's going to feed fear. Feed faith by remembering the things that you've accomplished, the things you've overcome, your own innate potential. And also surround yourself with people who help build up your strengths, help you remind you of those strengths, just in case, you inevitably forget. Fear is reactive, faith is intentional. Fear looks for the exit sign. Faith is always looking for the next turn, the next bump in the road, um, even if that road ahead is not clear. Fear avoids discomfort where faith says, bring it. I got this. So here's a challenge for Monday. Here's a challenge for the week. Check your dashboard. Who's driving? When you hit that rough patch at work or family or even in your own head, are you letting fear take the wheel or somebody else? Lean into your faith. Remind yourself of the strength it gives you and your own resilience. Choose wisely because fear paralyzes and faith propels. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you're able to put some of these things in place in your own life. I appreciate you being here. Today's a tough day for me. Happy birthday, Scooter. I miss you. Damn proud. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till next time, as always, don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.